It's the world's most famous beach, Daytona Beach, Florida, just right off the Atlantic Ocean, and roads all lead to the Daytona International Speedway, one of the most famous racetracks in the world, and one of the biggest and baddest, fastest tracks we have on the NASCAR Cup Series circuit. This racetrack is legendary and has hosted legends in the past in great moments, including maybe some tonight. We're here at the Daytona International Speedway. It's NASCAR Countdown Live, here from the 2.5 mile behemoth that is the Daytona International Speedway. I'm high in top the spotter stands right now. Hello guys, I am DWR. I normally do play-by-play, but I'm in for Ally, Elijah, and Tyler Reddick fan for the pre- and post-race shows this week. And this is going to be a great party. 'Twas tonight before America's 250th birthday right here. And for the first time ever, Friday Night Lights, NASCAR Cup Series style racing here at the Daytona International Speedway. And trust me, I think tonight is going to be a very, very entertaining night. It's going to be a fun night of racing action. Daytona never disappoints. The Daytona 500 was absolutely wild. Of course, that race had a lot of wrecks, a lot of flips too. So if you're a flip enthusiast, this might be a race you circle on your calendar. And of course, it's all William Byron take the win in the Daytona 500. He's trying to become the first driver since Jimmy Johnson in 2013 to do the Daytona sweep. And, this racetrack, I think, is every time we come here, it's obviously going to be special. If it's the February Daytona 500, our biggest race that we have, one of the biggest races in the world, easily the biggest race here in America. And, of course, when you come here to the July as well, just the atmosphere that this racetrack has, and it's had that atmosphere every year that we came here. And of course, starting all the way back in '59 when this racetrack opened, to now here in 2026 and onward, it's going to have that. There's going to have that aura to it, and I think tonight's going to have a special aura to it as well. And trust me, I love this racetrack. Probably my favorite tracks, one of my favorite tracks that we have on the schedule, and tonight is going to be absolutely badass. 25 years ago, we lost the legendary Dale Earnhardt. When we came back in July, there's a lot of unknowns going into the racetrack. But from what we know from now that happened at that race, it offered a great story. We go back to 2001 with Dale Earnhardt Jr. won this race, and we show a pre-race piece I was shown on NBC 11 years ago when Dale Jr.'s former crew chief Steve Letarte sat down with him and reflected on that 2001 summer victory.
Have you ever gone back and relived or rewatched that race in July?
Yeah, tons of times.
Bottom line, can Dale Jr. win this race?
They'll be 5 wide when they come back. There ain't no telling what's going to happen. Definitely, best man's probably not going to win this race.
He's got the grin. He knew. He was just
not. I don't think he's in a very good mood right now.
7 laps left. Now it'll be 6 as they come to the start-finish line.
Is there any breathing it, backing up to get a run, or are you just wide open?
Wide open the whole time, panicking. How many laps are left? Are we going to have enough laps left? So just full throttle panicking.
Earnhardt Jr. lagging back, trying to get him to run. He has that run, but Tony Stewart pulls up in front of him.
Here's Dale Jr. to the outside of Dave Blaney for second spot. Mayfield pushes him along in the draft.
I mean, it didn't take long. You went 6 to the front with 2 laps to go.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. rockets to the front of Daytona. Listen to the crowd. Like a wall trip, dives underneath bottom of the body.
I want to know, where is your mindset here? Like, do you think Michael is going to help? Do you think he's going to pull out?
This is a night where DEI needs to win.
Yep.
And I think that Michael had that same opinion.
It's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
Yes!
Man behind you did it for you.
Yes!
You guys celebrate.
I am speechless.
Tony Jr.'s bawling his eyes out. Tony Sr.'s crying.
Junior, you're happy.
I mean, I think that win right there made the whole company feel like they can move on and things are going to be all right. We can be a strong team.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see victory celebrations like this every week.
No.
It was special.
I'm wore out. I can't think. I guess I gotta thank my buddy Tony, my crew chief, for hanging in there with me. All my friends, all the guys on the crew. I got to talk all night.
I sound like an idiot. It's
That's
like
right.
once you drive in there and you get out of the car and you're in victory lane, and I think the emotion and everything sort of sucks the wind out of you.
Yep. We all take for granted the past. Every once in a while, it's worth sitting down and watching.
It sure is.
You know, what you did that night was huge for the sport. And at 26, I don't know if you realized it, but now at 40, do you?
I definitely didn't realize it then. I know that a lot of people took a lot of pleasure in how that all worked out. And if they couldn't have won the race, I heard that 100 times in the garage the next week. If I couldn't have won that race, man, I wouldn't want it in any other way.
And hard to believe that was 25 years ago. Of course, I wasn't alive to see that. You know, I don't be born for another 4 years. You know, I'm pushing 21 years old. But, you know, that piece is so old. Look at that. Dale Jr., I mean, he doesn't have any gray hair or glasses, of course. Now he's 51, going to be 52 later this year. Has a wife now and 2 kids. And I think that moment is so special for the sport of NASCAR, coming back here for the first time since we lost Dale Sr. And Dale Jr. ended up winning that race for his father. And I think that's such a cool moment. I mean, surely I wasn't alive to see it, but I think I get chills every time I watch that back and watch that finish back. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get a moment like that tonight. Of course, I mean, I think this race kind of mirrors 2001. This season does, of course. I think maybe with the passing of Kyle Busch last month, a month and a half ago, we come back here and Raja Caruth, he could be in a great position tonight to maybe go out there and win a race. And he's been doing so good in his starts. Been doing good in that Trackhouse number 87 car, and you know, maybe he can definitely do that. And, of course, we're talking about the passing of Kyle Busch. He does have one win here at this racetrack. That came 18 years ago in 2008. Of course, we look back at it now. Big wreck on the final lap. Ends up bringing out the caution. Kyle Busch was out in front, and Kyle Busch would score the only win at Daytona of his Cup Series career. Never won the Daytona 500. Easily the best driver in NASCAR history to not win a Daytona 500. I mean, of course, I think we wish he was here tonight racing with us, but unfortunately, sometimes circumstances change and happen, and unfortunately, that won't be the case tonight. But you never know. Raja Caruth could pull off something. Of course, we can't really have that same type of moment that we've had in 2001. Obviously, we didn't lose Kyle Busch on the track, obviously. Brexton Busch is only 11 years old, but I think once Brexton comes in the Cup Series, he's going to be a superstar for sure. He's probably going to be here in the next, I would assume within the next 10 years, he's going to be in the Cup Series. So, so moving on now, let's take kind of take a look at what we can expect tonight. Of course, the big ones I think are going to be the main thing. These drivers are going to try to stay clean, trying to stay out of the big one. And, of course, with the big ones, you also got flips. I know we don't want to push the flip agenda too much, but if you watch the Daytona 500, we had like 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. We had a bunch of flips in the Daytona 500. That could be the case here tonight. And also, one last thing is being at the right place at the right time. If you're at the right place, right time, trust me, you can win the Daytona 500. William Byron got spun out from the lead and still won this race in February. I mean, that could be the case tonight. Who knows who will win this race? And it's going to be unpredictable and interesting. I'm pretty sure I said interesting 500 times, but that's just Daytona. It's one of the most interesting tracks and one of the most interesting races that we have on the calendar. But before we go to trackside pre-race ceremonies, let's do my race picks. And the guy that I think I have winning this race, I mean, it's going to be unpredictable, but it's going to be an underdog. I don't think anyone has this guy winning this race. But give me John Hunter Nemechek, last year's Daytona 500 winner. He might be able to go out and win this thing. So without further ado, we're going to go trackside and we're going to get the command. Or we're going to do pre-race ceremonies, The pre-race ceremonies coming up right now here from the Daytona International Speedway.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as the Robertsdale High School Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation from Advent Health, Chaplain Eddie Goncalves.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing each one of us here tonight safely. Heavenly Father, we are grateful for the freedom we enjoy in this country. And for that, we pray for the men and women in uniform, wherever they may be, protect them. Father God, and now I pray that you will protect each driver and each team member during this race. And we pray these things in your holy name. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, Daytona Beach native, Kelly Kwiatek.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
What a way to kick off some great...
And the nerves have just gotten bigger from the World Center of Racing. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, it'll be me and Interstate Batteries Cup Series in the booth calling the action from tonight's race. You guys are watching NASCAR on Speed.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
What I thought was never real.
And here we are in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's the 19th race of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. It's the running of the Coke Zero Sugar 400 right here in Daytona. Hello guys, I am DWR alongside the Interstate Batteries Cup Series and Batteries. Last week we saw a thriller at Sebring. Here we are in Daytona. Do you think this thing could be an all-time classic, maybe?
Well, yeah, I mean, Daytona every single year and every single race pretty much we go here. You know, it always provides such a show for not only the race fans, but also for the drivers. Such a challenge this track provides with all the high speed racing and all that stuff. So, yeah, I could expect a very great race today, and who knows, so much chaos.
Daytona never disappoints on the 4th of July ever since it came back to the 4th 4 years ago. That saw Kevin Harvick win in that one. Tonight we have two Fords on the front row, Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. Then we got Chase Elliott in that second row. This should be an all-time classic, folks. Or, well, maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. But we're going to go trackside, and let's get the command to fire up these engines. Okay, I guess we had some technical difficulties there. Couldn't get the mic working there on trackside, and here we go as the cars roll onto the racetrack right now. And in the Daytona 500, it was a wild one. Only 12 cars finished the race. We had like 5 flips. Do you think we'll have as crazy as a race that we had in the 500?
Well, I mean, amidst all the carnage, however, some of the Daytona races always provided, you know, so much carnage to all of the drivers. We've seen it in IRL every single year provides like at least one giant pileup. So yeah, I could pretty much expect, you know, at least one big one that could take out at least a good portion of the field.
Definitely, I think when we come to super speedways, is not if the big one's going to happen, it's when the big one's going to happen. We have Joey Logano, like as I mentioned, on the pole for this race. I believe it's his first pole of the season. He'll be locked into the Busch Clash here next February. Great starting position for Noah Gragson in car number 4. He'll start in the 4th place. Stenhouse right there finds himself starting in the 5th spot. And, well, the points, they kind of changed up last week. We had our first new points leader of the season, Ty Gibbs, taking the helm there. Well, the pace car and the cars are in turns 3 and 4, and for the first time ever, this Summer Classic will be ran on a Friday night under the lights here. 'Twas the night before America's 250th birthday, and 40 stars come to the line, and they are shining bright here. And America, you know, they own the finish line. Here comes Logano and Keselowski. The green flag waves. We're racing in Daytona Beach.
Leave a lot between the 22 and the 6. Keselowski getting a push for the number 4 of Noah Gragson. Coming into number 1, it's Logano out in front of the 6 and clear the pack as they head into turn number 2.
Chase Elliott already giving a push to the 22 of Joey Logano as we go on board with the number 9 car, giving a push right there to the 22. Logano's going to go up high. Stenhouse right now going to give a push to the 9 car. Chase Elliott, there is the 24 of William Byron. And how about Riley Herbst up here, 4th in line on the inside.
Absolutely split up with the rest of the field. It's Elliott in full control of this pack, but here comes Stenhouse down to the inside with help from the 24 William Byron and the Chevrolets. Stenhouse battling hard at the number 9 of Chase Elliott, still side by side for the race leaders that come in turn number 1.
Elliott led that first lap, but here we go. We're going to make it 3 wide. William Byron on the inside. Stenhouse going to be in the middle. Riley Herbst in the 33 for Richard Childress Racing now. He's going to put Byron up the track in the middle. Here comes the 33 on the bottom with help from none other than Cody Ware on the inside. Gonna push that 33 out, try to push him out in front, but it's Stenhouse right now, full control of the field, trying to block 3 lanes at once.
Out to the point with the 33 of Riley Herbst trailing behind him. Who's going to lead this lap? It's going to be Ricky Stenhouse out in front with Herbst behind him, and they're 3 wide for third on back as they come down the front straightaway.
3 wide on back, and I'm really surprised we haven't seen a wreck already in this one. I mean, yeah, it's only lap 3, but the way they've been racing, we've been working towards a wreck, and here comes Cody Ware, a shocker, coming to 3rd place. I mean, we didn't really expect Cody Ware to run this well, but here he is running right inside the top 5, getting help from the 87 of Rajat Karu.
3 by 3 right behind 2nd place as William Byron gonna try to muster up a run in the middle of this pack, but it's still Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Riley Herbst continuing to pull away from the rest of the field as they come towards lap number 4.
Lap number 4 right now. Logano's going to push Chase Elliott as we take a look. Still taking a look at that 51 on the inside. Cody Ware's going to kind of hold up that bottom lane. That's going to allow Busher to get around. Excuse me there as we got a new leader challenging for the lead on the inside. It's Riley Herbst and Ricky Stenhouse going at it side by side down the back straightaway. That's going to allow the rest of the field to kind of reel them in, but Stenhouse can have the edge, and he's going to have the run going down turn 3-4.
7 back out to the point with Herbst sliding in front of number 4 of Noah Gregson, as we're going to be continuing to go 3 wide as Stenhouse continues to lead this pack for William Byron with help from number 9 of Chase Elliott. Gonna have a run on the top side. Still Stenhouse in full control of this field, so 3 wide for 2nd on that.
You know, normally you would think fuel saving would be a thing here at the next gens at the Super Speedway, but guess what? These guys are going all out, balls to the wall here in Daytona. You got the 4 Noah Gregson on the inside. He's giving that push from the 4 car of 51 of Cody Ware. And you got right there stuck in the middle of the lane, or stuck in the middle of traffic, the 33 of Herbst, but he's going to give a push from the 17 of Chris Busher.
See lap traffic in the way. It's the number 20 of Christopher Bell. The bottom line gonna get really stacked up as Stenhouse able to avoid, but it's failed to stop right in front of number 4 of Noah Gregson. That allows for number 33 of Riley Herbst to pull away with the number 47 Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and just 3 wide for him.
Yeah, this is Christopher Bell's first lap. He had to come down pit road and fix an issue before the race even started. That's going to, like you said, really split up the field. The 33 of Herbst and the 47 of Stenhouse going to be really out in front. But we take a look at Cody, well, I guess Cody Ware, but Noah Gregson in the middle. On the top side, you got the Hendrick Motorsports teammates, Byron and Elliott working together. Logano and Kozlowski, 2 former teammates right there. As Savaro almost made contact with the 20 right there. Could have been a major wreck, as Stenhouse just continues to dominate this field on lap number 7 of 45 in this race.
Starting to form just a bit, but still Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out to the front of the field as the rest of the field stands out right in the back, with Chase Elliott and William Byron battling hard for 4th.
Yeah, I mean, we got Chase Elliott teammates going at it, but we right now go on board with the 33 of Riley Herbst. He's trying to get maybe an upset win in Daytona. We know they've been a thing as we're coming up to lap 8. Our Cowboys tribute will be back on this normal lap 18 this week, as Stenhouse still out in front. I believe we got someone trying to look to the inside of that number 33 car, Riley Herbst. Yes, indeed. Here comes Busher with the push from Elliott. Elliott's going to make it 3 wide on the inside.
3 wide for 2nd as they come into turn number 1, and Elliott with help for the number 6 of Brad Kozlowski gets pushed out to 2nd place with Chris Busher being left out to dry. Now the number 9 gonna try a muster up run, and number 47 Ricky Stenhouse Jr. But Busher with help for his 4 teammate Joey Logano gonna surge out to the outside in 2nd. Still side by side for 2nd as they come into turn number 4.
We saw there William Byron run to the inside, trying to push his teammate of Elliott right in front right there, but not going to work. Kozlowski's going to dive all the way to the inside Stenhouse has led 7 of the 8 completed laps in this one. Still just a big lead for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but Stenhouse, we know, won here before 9 years ago, 2017. That was a second Cup win, and he won it in the Roush Fenway cars. And look at this, the Roush Fenway Keselowski cars, as they're now called, are up here in contention to maybe win this thing later on. We'll have to see. Still very much long ways to go here in this race, as Noah Gregson trying to push the issue on Keselowski. And here comes Chase Elliott trying to mount a charge on car 47 as they almost go 4 wide in the back.
Standing out down the back, and still Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right in front of the rest of the field. But here comes Chase Elliott battling hard. It's the number 17 of Chris Butcher as they come down the front straightaway. And here comes a 44. Darren Kraft will pull out on pit road. With still Stenhouse in full control of this field as they're 3 wide from 4th in the back.
Look at that. Riley Herbst trying to force the issue in the middle. Almost a crash in the back. Almost a wreck. Logano and Reddick making contact. They keep it straight. What a heck of a save right there for those 2 guys right there. I mean, just the aggression level that these guys are going through right now in just the 10th lap of the race, and they go 4 wide right now in turn 4.
How will this work out? Here come the cars on the pit road, led by the number 9, that's Chase Elliott. That's gonna make the lead pack split up as we see Riley Herbst getting ready to come into his pit stop, with Chase Elliott doing the same as well.
Yeah, these guys are just gonna pit as allies, just on studio duty this week, so I have to report for him. But yeah, the 9 of Chase Elliott, I mean, he's been doing really good in this race. Of course, going to take 4 tires, 2 cans of fuel. Obviously, the kind of the norm here that we're going to see. And this is going to really split up this field, as Chase Elliott, I believe, is going to win. No, he's not going to win the race off pit road. A 33 just beats him out, but Elliott's going to get back into the gas earlier. Maybe a little bit of trouble right there for the 33 of Riley Herbst, as we got more cars coming in. 19 of Chase Briscoe, the 48 of Hosevar, 67 of High, 5 of Larson, 87 of Caruth. A whole bunch of guys coming down the pit lane here.
That really gets the lead pack pretty stacked up as Hosevar come in his pit stop. So with the number 5 of Kyle Larson and Raja Caruth. And oh man, very interesting strategy that these drivers are taking, but we're gonna have to see, you know, if it's gonna like help pay off for these guys, because the drivers who did hit right before them are coming in hot. As right now, we take a look at this pack led by Brad Keselowski.
Oh, Keselowski maybe with someone with an issue. Oh, Gibbs just split them through the middle. That could have been disastrous right there. I think these guys could be out of fuel potentially, or they're just, I have really no idea. There's the 8 car, Jesse Love, and that beautiful C4 Energy number 8 car for Junior Motorsports in their first full-time season as a Cup team. Out with the 29 of Ryan Priest for Kevin Harvick Incorporated, as the rest of this field comes out, and everything's going to cycle through. And it looks like it's going to be the 17 car. Chris Buescher will cycle out as our race leader. Brad Keselowski comes down the pit lane. He won here in the summer 10 years ago. Of course, driving for Team Penske at that time. You know, what we're seeing right now is kind of this field spreading out. Obviously, if we go green for the rest of the way, I don't think we see a really big pack as Stenhouse enters his pit lane. We obviously don't see a big pack if we stay green for the rest of the way. If we get a caution at some point, obviously that's going to kind of reset the field, I guess. I can't find the word for some reason, but Chris Buescher right now our race leader here at Daytona as things have cycled out.
Yeah, absolutely. And with these pit stops, you know, the field is relatively spread out as Buescher continue to pull away. Well, look at this pack right in the back, led by Joey Logano. It's gonna get crazy. Here comes Elliott down to the inside, side by side for the race as they come out front straight away. It's Buescher to edge after that as they come into turn number 1.
Busher versus Elliott. Chase Elliott, the champions, two-time Cup Series champion and defending. He's going to go to the race lead. Chase Elliott to the lead in Daytona for your most popular driver. As I'm not sure what happened there. I guess we had a technical difficulty. We jumped ahead a half a lap, I guess. But right now, the 9 car of Chase Elliott out in front of Chris Busher, as the rest of the pack is catching the top 2. Stenhouse, going to lead it over Logano. He's going to be in 3rd place, as we got a caution on the racetrack. It is for debris.
Is out and on, and Chase Elliott leading it. The rest of the field flying by, but here's the race back to the line. Chase Elliott gonna get it. 2nd will be Chris Busher, and 3rd will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And this restart will allow for the field to get bunched up once again.
Now this is gonna allow, like you said, it's gonna allow this field to bunch up here. Being told that a window flew out and was on the track. It was from the 6th of Keselowski, from what we're being told as of right now. As we're right now on lap number 16, I believe it is. As the pace car is going to pick up the field of cars, and this is our first caution of the day. Haven't seen one all race long, and well, here we go. It's going to be first caution, what's probably going to be a long night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talk about Daytona, you know, it's always known for having so many big wrecks, so many flips, as a matter of fact. So, I don't know. I don't know if this caution's going to be like a big key factor for like how this rest of the race goes. But for now, that's what we're thinking about. The strategy that riders don't take and effect about to lead the field on the pit road with Chase Elliott right behind him.
Yeah, it looks like the whole field's going to come down the pit lane this time by, of course, our leader, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, the lap car, and Elliott's looking for that 2nd win of the season. He's kind of, like I mentioned, been on the hot streak this summer. Of course, won out in Nashville a couple weeks ago. Busher, he hasn't won this season at Phoenix back in the spring. He's kind of fallen off. Logano, Logano won at North Wilkesboro. Keselowski, he hasn't won since 2024 at Talladega. And it looks like Chris Busher's going to win the race off pit road. Looks like it's going to be Herbst for 2nd.
Oh.
Barely.
Oh.
Then Josh Berry in the 34. Oh, Elliott almost hit the rear end of Logano. He's kind of slow out. I'm not sure if an issue with something in the car, but a little bit slow for Logano. He's going to get... Okay, now he gets the thing rolling. But looks like Chris Busher will be our race leader coming back to the restart. As I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, what is going on?
Oh my God!
Caution! Oh, Justin Haley on his side!
No! We're anticipating the big one, just out of our caution, as a matter of fact. Jesus. And Ryan Priest goes up and over and is out unexpectedly. Jeez, man. Wow.
Oh, they're about to wreck again. They're going to wreck again. Oh, God. What is happening?
Everybody.
What?
Look at Larson.
Oh, God, the 52 almost into it. As the 60 of Justin Haley almost goes upside down. Not sure what happened there. I guess we're going to the replay. I guess I forgot to edit this part out, but let's take a look at the replay. Our production team kind of failed right there. But looks like going down the back straightaway, they all just stopped right here for some reason. And watch this, they all just pile into one another. Look at Haley on his side.
Oh my God, and Sheldon Creed absolutely just annihilated that 60 car. That sent him up in the air as well. And they were still going to pile up as well. Look at Eric Jones in the number 43. Pile in as well. Oh my goodness. The number 67, Corey Heim. Or no, that's not Ryan Priest in number 6. That's Justin Haley.
Yeah, it's Justin Haley. Priest is in the 29 car. And Gregson gets in the back of Heim. Chastain goes around. And watch Justin Haley. He gets up and over, almost flips under yellow. That would have been bizarre. I mean, just a bizarre incident nonetheless, seeing a wreck under the caution flag. That's going to take out Justin Haley, by the way. He's out of this race. 67, a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's probably going to be costly for him. I don't even know what happened, as a matter of fact. Pretty much. I mean, the field just got really stacked up. That led to pretty much all the carnage that we pretty much saw, as a matter of fact. But yeah, Keselowski gonna lead the field down back to the green flag. Considering I was getting cut down like just a little bit after that massive pile up. Getting ready to come back to the green flag.
Yeah, I believe this time by we're gonna get the 1 to go signal, as there is, looking at the 67 of Heim, a lot of damage and a lot of rear end damage too to that car. As this time by, yeah, we will. I think we'll get the 1 to go. I'm not sure. Keselowski, he'll drop to the back of the field because he's a lap car. As Chris Buescher, our race leader, over Riley Herbst, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, and the 9 of Chase Elliott. And this time by, as we get the 1 to go signal, we're going to go silent for the late great Kyle Busch. And the green flag is back in the air. First restart of the day, and 1 car already gonna jump out in line. That's a 34, Josh Bailey, but the 33, Riley Herbst saw that. He goes to the outside, and looks like the 34 is gonna go with the crossover on the inside. Gonna lead the 33 out the dry, going down in turn 1.
For a second as they enter turn number 2, and now enter around the back straightaway. Buescher with a huge lead over the rest of the pack, but here comes the 34. Josh Berry gonna split it in the middle and get clear to 22 and Joey Logano for second. It's the 34 out to the point with Herbst sliding down on the bottom.
Yeah, Josh Berry right there is gonna go to second. Logano's gonna battle for that 4th spot with the 41 car of Cole Custer. As right now, the 17 is our race leader. Buescher gonna block aggressively right there. He's gonna about tear the front bumper off as here comes Herbst on the inside for the race lead, as this field has pretty much been split apart. Oh!
Wide behind. Oh, big contact. Almost around. Goes the number 52 car. What a save by him. He's going to lose just a little bit of ground as the back gets really stacked up. Alex Bowman right now going to get help from Justin Allgaier, but here comes the number 44, Derek Kraus. Gonna hop down to the bottom, side by side with the number 87 of Rhonda Karuba to come in the turn before.
Big moment right there. But the 52 of Allgaier, just the second start of the season, of course, ran the Daytona 500. And this is a joint collaboration with Junior Motorsports and Rick Ware Racing. So it's basically a second Rick Ware car at the same time as well. It's a second Junior Motorsports car. But right now he's going to get put 3 wide in the middle. But up ahead, here comes the 9 of Chase Elliott with Reddick and Herbst. I think Elliott almost made contact right there with the 33 as we got the 223.11 teammates on the inside. Wallace and Reddick going to work together as they go down turn 3 and 4. Here comes the 34. Josh Berry to the inside for the race lead. Side by side as they go in the 4. Now off 4 into the front straightaway.
To the 17 and the 34. Busher gonna have the edge. They head to the trial with Berry's in the lead lap number 21. They're still gonna be dead even as they call out on straightaway. But here comes Elliott down to the inside. 3 wide for the race lead as they come in at turn number 1. It's Berry with help from the 47. Busher with help from the 33. And Elliott who's gonna get pushed clear out to the race lead. And a 45 of Tyler Reddick. He's not going to have anything clear yet. It's still Berry and Busher. Monster of a run as they're continuing to be 3 wide for the race lead.
Yeah, 3 wide for the race lead. Absolute cinema right now as here comes. Look at Stenhouse going to move that 34. Berry to the outside. 223.11 teammates trying to go at it. Reddick is going to go down to block that lane right there. He's going to try to block the 23 still. I mean, just very aggressive racing as Reddick trying to go at it for the race lead. But here comes Wallace trying to take a move on the inside. He won't quite get there. Herbst through the middle is going to get the run. And right now, another new leader here at Daytona. It's Tyler Reddick in the 45.
Reddick battle with the number 9 Chase Elliott for the race lead. And now he hops up to the middle. And now it's Herbst to peek down to the bottom. 3 wide for the race lead once again with Riley Herbst down at the bottom and Chase Elliott on the top. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gonna hop down in the middle with the number 45 of Tyler Reddick, and it's Reddick to have the edge as they come into the triangle.
Reddick's going to lead his first lap of the day here in Daytona, but look who's behind him. The guy that's led the most laps in this race, the 47 car of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to mount the charge right here. He's going to go with the slide drop on this 45, and Stenhouse back to the point at Daytona.
Stenhouse having the edge of the number 45 of Tyler Reddick, and here comes Josh Berry down to the inside and 23 above Wallace, and it won't be able to be another Wallace hops down to the bottom. Stenhouse gonna have to run as they come into turn number 4. It's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to the point as they come to the trial.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back to the point. One car goes on the pit lane. That's 67 of Corey Heim. Here comes Chase Elliott trying to mount a run to the outside of the 45. Reddick's going to block that. Berry got a little bit of a shove right there to the 23. Got him. They're going to go 3 wide. It's Reddick, Stenhouse, and Herbst. Herbst's going to be on the inside. And remember this, Herbst is a part-timer, and Herbst won the O'Reilly race last night for Richard Childress Racing. And the 21 car, we got lap traffic up ahead. That's Fincham he's gonna hold up the top lane. Reddick, Elliott, Busher, Custer, Byron, and all those guys going to be held up way in the back. Continues to hold up the 9 of Chase Elliott. That's really going to affect those guys. As we got pit stops coming up right now.
Here comes the field down on the pit road. Chase Elliott going to stay out, but Riley Herbst to lead the field on a pit road. Byron going to enter down low. And here comes the second group of cars led by the number 42 of John Hunter Nemechek. Against the Kyle Orson going to lead the third pack down on a pit road. It's all guy coming to his pit stall, but everybody here coming to our pit stalls just very so cleanly. You see Stenhouse and Reddick and Byron coming down.
Yeah, these guys right here, I think they've been a really good force all night. I think Stenhouse is going to be up there when And his next 19 laps, I think, and maybe in contention to win this thing. I think the 33 of Herbst is. But remember, we haven't really seen the big wreck, unless you want to count the one we had under caution unexpectedly. But that still has to happen. I think it's still going to happen here, as Herbst is going to win the race off pit road. More than likely, when this thing cycles out, Herbst will be our race leader. But right now, as we have pit stops, 19 laps to go. More cars coming in. Logano, 38 of Todd Gilliland, Chase Elliott. He was out front there a little bit. As right now, Austin Hill is our current race leader with 18 laps to go, as second group cars come down.
Yeah, Elliott gonna come down and take 4 tires and fuel as it comes out of pit road. Will win the race off of pit road over the 22 and the number 6 car. Gonna have to make up so much ground though, especially when it comes to catching up with the rest of the pack, because they are a long ways away from him. But yeah, the rest of the field has to put up and get flyby.
Yeah, as the whole field has been spread. Oh, the guy almost wrecked Jones. Oh my God, that would have been terrible right there. But they keep it straight. Eric Jones gets around the 52 of Justin Allgaier, lap 28 of 45 right now. 18 laps to go here in Daytona. I mean, it's still a long ways to go, and this thing really isn't settled yet, as we got Josh Berry going right to the point. And actually, the 19 and the 17 were so far in front that Chris Buescher has actually cycled out once again as our race leader.
Huge lead for the number 17 of Chris Buescher, but not a 9 and a 34. Try to catch up to the number 17 as Elliott. Gonna hop down to the middle, but here comes Bubba Wallace with a huge run. Lap traffic ahead. Number 3 of Austin Hill. Big checkup on the number 23 of Bubba Wallace. That's gonna make him lose a lot of ground to the pack, as Chase Elliott gonna be able to take away second from the number 33 of Riley Herbst as they get trying to catch up with the number 17 of Chris Buescher.
Not sure what happened there with Bubba Wallace or Austin Hill. We're going to go on board here, Chase Elliott, for about a lap or so, as he tries to catch up to Chris Buescher right now. He's running a second. You can see there the RPM pushing red. He's on the rev limiter right now on that number 9 car, as he is trying to get that number 17. And well, Elliott has help. Buescher doesn't, so it's going to be a matter of time before Elliott gets right at the Buescher as he's starting to catch him down the back chute.
Still on board right now. We calm down for number 3. There is everything that Elliott pretty much is doing right now. Yeah, they are getting near over bumper number 17. The gap has absolutely blown quite a long shot. Here they come down in front clearly. Buescher is gonna have to fend off against this pack right over here. Yeah, they go. They get ready to come in turn number 1.
And they've caught the field. Look at Elliott with the aggressive block right there. Wow! And it's gonna work. Chase Elliott to the top of the charts. He goes to the race lead as Chris Buescher begins to fall back. There's the 34 car, Josh Berry. Berry's gonna get around that 17. 15 laps to go here at the World Center of Racing. We still haven't seen that big one. If we stay green for the rest of the race, I don't think we will see one. I think we could stay the green rest of the way if we don't get another debris caution or maybe a single car incident, because those can definitely happen here. As the fans, they're starting to get really rowdy right here on the front straightaway. 14 laps to go. Chase Elliott leads it at Daytona.
So much ground lost for number 17 of Chris Buescher, going from first to 4th place, and now it's Josh Berry to make a move underneath the number 33 of Riley Herbst. Side by side for second as they come out of turn number 2 and head on the back straightaway.
And they're gonna catch lap traffic. Elliott, he's gonna work it perfectly that time, but it's gonna hold up. The Riley Herbst is gonna come at a big cost for that 33, and the 33 finally gets around the 66 of Chad Bincham. Buescher, he goes up to 3rd right now. As this time by will be 13 laps to go here at Daytona. Who will it be winning this race? Elliott looking for a second win of the season, 26th of his career, 34. What in the world is on the front straightaway? That is a cooler. There's a cooler on the, and no shock, that's caution. There's a cooler on the front straightaway, second caution of the race.
Oh yeah, well, you thought things were gonna get even more wilder, folks. Then you were proven wrong because wow, the cooler on the racetrack absolutely gonna impact Chase Elliott's race and this past race as well. My goodness, that was pretty chaotic.
Yeah, it's kind of right before start-finish line on that outside lane. They're going to get past it cleanly here. As Chase Elliott is our race leader, we're probably going to have a restart round 9, 8 laps to go here. NASCAR says they want to, this kind of going to be a quicker caution, so we can get the fans more racing. I like that. As Elliott right now, our race leader here at Daytona International Speedway, with about 9 laps to go, or at least it'll be a restart with 9 laps to go. We're going to take a break. You guys are watching the Coke Zero Sugar 400 right here on Speed. Welcome back to the Daytona International Speedway, and Carson Hocevar is our race leader, and he was given a push right there. Oh, we got one car blowing up here on the restart. That's going to be the 19 of Chase Briscoe. As the pace car ducks off, here he comes to the restart. A huge jump for Hocevar right here at the start. He's on the apron for some reason. All right, green flag back in the air. Big lead for Hocevar.
Hocevar absolutely pulling away from the rest of the field, and now he's going to lose all that momentum with Reddick, Stenhouse, and the rest of the field catching up to the number 48 car. Hocevar still in front to come out of back straightaway.
Hocevar right here, big run, but big lead. Here comes 45 of Reddick right there. Reddick, oh, in the grass he goes. Back on the ground. Snaps upside down, and this is the huge run at Daytona.
That's everybody. Oh my God, Ryan Breeze catching some air, along with Chris Blitzer. Upside down goes Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and that collected up over half of the field. Wow.
Wow. You know, we thought we were going to see this Hocevar. He's doing donuts down in the grass right there. Hocevar got big air, almost went upside down. Keeps it, thankfully, on the ground as he is absolutely demolished right here. A lot of damage to that 48 car. A lot of damage to the 23. And that's going to take out a lot of cars involved in it. I believe it was at least 30 plus cars. There had to be 30 plus cars involved in that one. Holy crap, that was a nasty wreck right there. I almost saw 2 cars go upside down as here comes the 48 down the pit lane. The 48 crew is going to work on that car. We're going to take a look here at this wreck. And they're going to stop these cars on the front straightaway. There's a lot of debris down the back straightaway in turns 3 and 4. Here's what took place right here.
Yeah, let's see right over here. I don't know what Hocevar was doing, but he got really loose. Hold it to the wall. And collected up Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh my God. And that transpired everything. Look at the air time by the number 77 car. That's how fast he was going that allowed him to get that much air. Riley Herbst, what a wheel job by that number 33 car. My goodness. And harder to the wall went Bubba Wallace. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that collected up so many cars. The track is absolutely blocked. Nowhere for many of these drivers to go. And yeah, very few were able to avoid it as it just kept piling in into this big mess.
Yeah, just a very bad wreck. And the dominator of the day, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., led the opening portion of the race, he went upside down there. The 48 of Hocevar landed on top of the 47, and that momentum, I guess, just rolled the 47 up and over. Everyone, look at Priest. He goes boing. And watch Stenhouse. He just starts rolling and rolling down in turns 3 and 4. Busher nearly upside down, and just a bad wreck for Stenhouse right here, and a bad wreck for really anyone, as this is the big one with 9 laps to go here at Daytona. I mean, not a shock at all we were going to see this. We knew this was coming. Hocevar, I think he had a tire go down or something on the car. Came up in the wall, and all that momentum just lifts the 48 off the ground, and the 48 lands on top of the 47, and that keeps the 48 from going fully upside down. And Stenhouse was the only one that did a full flip here. And this is just one of the worst wrecks I've seen here in Daytona.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, man, oh man, I have never seen that many cars be collected up in this wreck. Oh man, Zillot's barely able to avoid it. So it's a number 52. Just okay. Look at the flip by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. My goodness, barrel rolling so many times. But yeah, that absolutely is going to end the race for a ton of drivers, as a matter of fact. Just absolute carnage here today at Daytona. And that just leaves, very few soldiers on the battleground. If you take a look at what caused it once again. What a hit for Hocevar, man. I mean, I don't even know what just happened, but I'm assuming he might have broke something that got him into the wall, and that just led to everybody just piling in.
Yeah, he had a hard lick in turn 3, but Stenhouse got the absolute worst of that wreck. I mean, just flipping over and over. As we're going to take a look at a bunch of onboards. Here's Hocevar. Oh, that's such a tough lick.
I mean, I wouldn't say Stenhouse got the worst of it. Very much Hartson did. What a hit for him. And pretty much, I mean, an absolute oh my gosh, what a hit. And Stenhouse just got, oh my goodness. The damage is that bad for like the onboard camera.
Yeah, that kind of makes me dizzy right here, but
I vote you.
I mean, luckily everyone obviously going to be okay in this one. Here's the 9 of Chase Elliott. He almost got around. He made contact right there. He keeps the car straight. What a pretty wheel right there. And right behind him, just straight up carnage right there.
Take a look at the dying car. Look at the big I have never seen anything like that. Actually, I mean, similar to like place where you want them better than that. Yeah. Man, oh man, very chaotic here at Daytona. That's gonna lead to very few cars.
Yeah, on board with last week's winner, Kyle Larson. We're now on board with Ryan Priest. And watch this, going right down and onto the apron. He is going to go boing over the field. What in the hell happened? I mean, yeah, we got a ton of onboards here. Here's Bubba Wallace's onboard.
It just like reminds me of man, oh man. Bubba Wallace, he almost got caught at the post as well, but yeah, big hits for everybody. Get ready to come here and replay here. Take a look at more
Chastain 2 wrecks for him today. He still has a shot, maybe. He's still in it. But everyone else involved, definitely not. I mean, I couldn't really hear you what you said it reminded you of, but this reminds me of the Coke 0400 from 12 years ago, 2014, when we had a massive wreck that sent Kyle Busch upside down. Yeah, this is just a huge, massive wreck right here involving at least 25 cars.
I was saying, Ryan Priest's, jump just reminded me of like a Super Mario type game.
As the red flag is out here at Daytona, it's Chase Elliott is our race leader. I believe Hocevar more than likely going to go behind the wall right now. Tyler Reddick is our race leader. Reddick has one race in nearly 2 years, trying to get it done here at Daytona. There's a good chance he can definitely do that right here from the world center of speed. As, Daytona never really disappoints, and I think that wreck sure as hell didn't disappoint. As Tyler Reddick right now, a race leader. Larson, he has a chance still in it. He's still in this race. Justin Allgaier, Connor Zilish, Chastain as well in this race. Herbst is in second. Herbst held a pretty wheel right there. But we are going to take a break. When we come back, the caution should be back out here from the Daytona International Speedway. We're going to take a break here. It's the Coke Zero Sugar 400 right here on Speed on YouTube. Tyler Reddick is your race leader. Welcome back to Daytona, DWR alongside Interstate Batteries Cup Series. It's Coke Zero Sugar 400 right here from Daytona. It's going to be 4 laps to go once we get the restart right here. It was a really long cleanup as Riley Herbst, he's trying to be, he gets a big jump again like Hocevar did. Green flag back in the air.
For number 33 of Riley Herbst to pull away from the rest of the field, but Reddick trying to battle this to number 22 of Joey Logano, 4th, 2nd, and coming in at turn number 1. Reddick gonna peek down to the inside. Contact running out to the 46 spot up into the track.
Oh, almost making contact right there. There goes It's in the catch fence. Spin down the back straightaway. This is terrible. Oh my God, what a hit!
Mountain involved in it as well. Oh man, what a hit for the number 44 car. Love barely getting out of it as well. Oh my goodness, another practice wreck and another has a flip. Wow, chaos.
And the fence is absolutely destroyed. We're gonna have to go to another red flag. This one might be a while. Not sure if it's gonna be a race ender, but the red flag is out at Daytona nonetheless. Less here, as let's see what happened right here. He goes down the back straight, makes contact with Larson, and watch this Interstate. He just gets so much air and into the catch fence. Holy
cow.
cow.
Air time to 33 car is insane, honestly. I mean, that's the second time where a driver pretty much caught that much air. Actually, not that. Actually, the 4th time pretty much that a driver's caught that much air. But man, oh man, what a hit for the number 33 of Riley Herbst. Just nowhere to go for everyone. And Derek Kraus, oh my goodness, just got clipped by the 33 car. And same for number 78 of BJ McLeod. So yeah, just terrible for those guys, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and it ended up ripping down a pole. There's some part of the chain link fence that has collapsed down onto that wall and down on the racetrack. We're going to be under the red flag for quite some time. We don't know if this is going to necessarily, I don't think it's going to end this race. We got plenty of time, I think, still. But look at that. Oh, my God. Pull back in, just gets ripped off. Holy Toledo. That's just one of the worst wrecks I've ever seen. Reminds me of Myatt Snyder's flip in 2022 in the O'Reilly Series. Kind of reminds me of Austin Dillon's catch fence wreck that he had here 11 years ago on the front stretch. Just a terrible, terrible deal right here.
Yeah, just a big airtime for number 33 of Riley Herbst, and just a bummer for all those drivers involved in the wreck. But what a camera angle we got right over here that shows the wreck pretty much. Just contact made between Larson and Riley Hurts and a big hit for Larson, but so much airtime from the number 33 of Riley Hurts into the catch fence he goes. And yeah, what a flip for the
Yeah.
33 car. Just unreal, man.
2 cars flipped over here today. Stenhouse in the 47 took a massive tumble. He thought that was big, but this one probably even worse as a 33 of Riley Herbst. It goes flipping down the back straightaway. Nowhere to go there for the 44, Derek Kraus. 78 of McLeod into it. I mean, I didn't really expect for that to happen, but it's Daytona. Anything can happen. He just makes contact there with Larson. Yeah, I think he tried to get a side draft right there, but misjudged it. But gets into the wall there, and all that momentum got a lot of air sent underneath the car with these flat underbodies. That's kind of a big problem on these next gen cars. But yeah, kind of critical on those underbodies. But anyway, yeah, it just creates a lot of air underneath these cars, and it just sends them up and over like a toy car, and they go from weighing 3,500 pounds right there to nothing. Obviously, that was true. Here's Logano on board. He gets a good angle of it. Wow. I think that's all I can say is just wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure every RCR car got a little bit of damage, but barely enough. Here's a Ross Hills on board, his teammate right there. For security collection. Big time gotten the worst of that. Here's the backstretch angle in real time. I mean, this just a wild angle.
But look at that giant amount of smoke. That just shows, how bad it was.
Here's the our overhead blimp camera, helicopter camera. I mean, just all that air and that momentum from hitting the wall, and as well getting some contact from Logano and Larson. It just got that car so much air that it just took off like an airplane. I mean, yeah, the Daytona International Airport's just across the back straightaway right there, but Herbst absolutely qualified for his pilot license right there. And we can stress this enough. Riley Herbst was okay. He did climb the car under his own power. That's really great. Shows the great safety features in these race cars. I mean, with so much injuries that we've been having this year, NASCAR's been taking more initiatives to kind of help with the safety of these race cars. But luckily, we didn't see an injury or, even worse right there out of Riley Herbst. Really thankful for that. Don't want to see any driver to get hurt, obviously, but here is, I mean, that's just a gnarly wreck here. And this isn't over. He's going to roll up right in front of the 44 Kraus and 78 of BJ McLeod. And Kraus, he doesn't have a lot of damage too, by the way. He's still in this race. He does have enough damage to where I think it's going to affect the aero of that car. we're just taking a look at a lot of different angles right here because this is going to be a long while. We might step away and show you highlights of the 2001 Pepsi 400. But yeah, this is going to take a long while, folks, and NASCAR is going to try to finish this thing off. Right now, of course, there's a small possibility that this race does end early, and if that does happen, Tyler Reddick would be the winner of this race. But we only going to have 2 more laps once we get back going here in overtime, so time will tell if we will get this thing back underway. But I'm hopeful we will get this thing back underway as Riley Herbst goes down the back straightaway, gets a lot of air, and tears down the catch fence. As here's a live look at the field right now. Tyler Reddick is our race leader. Chase Elliott second. Chad Fincham in fourth with the 87 to Carruth right there in third, and Chastain right there in the 5th spot. And Interstate Batteries Cup Series, do you think we can end this thing tonight still?
Still a possibility. I mean, unless the track crew is able to repair the track just in time, I have a feeling we will still be able to get this race done. It should be worth the wait though. It will take a lot of time for them to repair this track, but hopefully it'll be worth it.
In 1987, and I mean that was almost 40 years ago, Bobby Allison ripped down the front straightaway fence at Talladega. Guess what? They got that thing fixed, and they got back underway. That was like 22 laps into the race, still early on. But this one coming late, just 4 laps to go. And to the people just joining, we're currently under the red flag due to a massive wreck down the back straightaway involving Riley Herbst. We got a lot of air. The car got projected into the fence. The car flipped 2 times. Luckily, it wasn't anything worse, of course, but we are under the red flag for the second time today. Second straight wreck that's involved the red flag. Of course, we had the massive wreck. Carson Osvar nearly going up and over. Stenhouse had that massive flip as well. And that massive pile-up that looked like a pile-up on I-80 during the winter time. If we do get this thing back underway, I'm going to really take a look at the 9-car Chase Elliott. I think he could have a great shot at possibly going out and winning this thing. Chastain, he's in 5th, and Chastain's been involved in 2 wrecks.
If we do go back green, I gotta get my eye on the number 45 of Tyler Reddick. Right now the race leader, but with all the chaos that has happened so far, I expect the 45 to pretty much lock in and try to fend off against the rest of the field.
Yeah, I think time to lock in would be obviously right now, and I think these drivers, they get a little more antsy as we sit under these red flags and these delays. I mean, this is the first delay all season where it's actually the second one. We had a catch fence crash in the Daytona 500. It was a bit smaller, involving Austin Cindric in turn 2, went into the fence, and that was only with the back end of the car. It wasn't anything too crazy. But this one, way worse, I believe, because one thing got a lot of air and ripped down most of the fence here. As, like I said, we're just trying to wait this thing out with you guys watching it at home and really thinking about, what could happen. Can we see another big airborne wreck? Can we see, just straight up carnage here as these fans, look at these amazing fans right here. It's getting a little bit late here, but these fans are still here at Daytona, still enjoying this 4th of July party.
Yeah, that's the thing about NASCAR fans. Honestly, they're so passionate about the sport pretty much, and they're willing to stay here as much as they can, even if they are going to be stuck in 5 hours of traffic, it'll be worth it. They're in for a show, folks.
Yeah, these fans are going to be in for a show here as once we do get this thing back underway, and we just got the word NASCAR will finish this race under green flag conditions. So this race will not be shortened, so we will have a restart that's amazing news right there. They're still getting that fence worked on down the back straightaway. It's going to be a little while before that happens. And by the way, if you guys are just joining us and wondering why they're working on the fence, well, this is why here as we take a look at the replay of why we're under the red flag as of now. Look at this down the back straightaway. There we go. Herbst goes around up in the air in the catch fence right there. And then he rolls over once again, but guess what? It's not over yet for Herbst. He comes back in front of traffic and makes contact with Herbst and BJ McLeod. And that is the reason why we are under the red flag right now. And yeah, this has just been a crazy night. Second red flag of the race for Riley Herbst, going around up in the air, flipping, tearing down the fence. And Tyler Reddick leads this race. Barely had the lead, by the way, over Chase Elliott. But yeah, I mean, thankfully that wasn't any worse than it was. 33 could have tumbled more times. Luckily, he landed it on his wheels, not on his roof. Because I think if he did land on his roof, he had an on-rushing car there in Jesse Love. And then he comes back up in front of traffic, makes contact with Kraus. Kraus, he's all right. He's going to continue in this race. I don't think the car at all is that much hurt. You can see there the 34 had a kind of an air moment, but yeah, we should get this thing back underway here in the meanwhile, as we're under the red flag. I've said that 500 times, so who cares? But anyway, we are going to step away here for a moment, and we're going to show the 2001 Pepsi 400 and condensed version. What I mean by that, just the highlights, as Tyler Reddick is the race leader over Chase Elliott, and I forgot who was in third, but Chase Elliott in second place here at Daytona. Really not sure what else to say here, but just trying to play this thing out with you guys at home. These fans having fun, throwing beach balls around. I don't know if anyone has Roman candles. I mean, you can't bring those into the track anyway, so why would they even have it? I don't know. I do not know. So, but yeah, we are going to step away here for a little while, for a little bit, as they will finish up the catch fence repair. When we come back, we'll get this thing back underway. You guys are watching NASCAR on YouTube and on Speed. This is Coke Zero 400 here as on DWR alongside Interstate Batteries Cup Series. We'll be right back here from the World Center of Speed.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double time. NBC Sports presents NASCAR. Tonight, it's the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Deep halfway through the field off the second corner.
Mike Skinner saw an opening in the middle and dove 3 wide, trying to pick up some spots.
The yellow line on the bottom of the racetrack is the out-of-bounds line. Think of it like the sideline on a football field. The drivers were told in their pre-race meeting, go below that, you're going to be penalized by NASCAR.
And that's really what got us in trouble a lot in past before they made that rule. Because what would happen is guys would go below that line. Then when we got to turn 3, you have to get back up on the racetrack. And if there was 3 or 4 abreast there was no room.
Ward Burton leads lap 1. Casey Atwood in the 19, the young 20-year-old from Nashville, being passed by Sterling Marlin for second.
Not so fast.
Our colleagues at Fox began a tradition of saluting the memory of Dale Earnhardt with a silent lap 3. We feel it appropriate, and we're proud to carry that tradition on. Sterling Marlin to the lead. And Michael Waltrip, the Daytona 500 winner in the 15 car. Michael started back in 22nd spot. It's up to 8th, racing for 7th and 6th. Kevin Harvick just went all the way to scrape the paint off the outside wall to take the lead from Sterling Marlin.
Isn't it wonderful to watch these young, brave drivers driving around Daytona and Talladega?
And listen to the roar of the fans. This was Dale Earnhardt's car.
And here comes Dale Earnhardt's car. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, Michael Waltrip on the inside, trying to take that lead away from Kevin Harvick.
Here's Waltrip, Harvick to block.
You know, what Kevin just did, took him out of the line, and he's going to lose a lot of positions unless he can squeeze back in line right there.
Marlin to the lead, Andy Houston to second, the McDonald's car there.
And look at that, moving up. Mike Wallace started 42nd in that 7 car. He is up to the 10th position, has gained 32 spots.
And Mike's kind of fighting for his job here this weekend.
This might be his last ride in that 7 car. But again, he ran just like this in the Daytona 500. Ran terrific here in Talladega.
Sterling Marlin has led the last 13 laps of the race. I think everybody's got the idea he's got a very strong car.
He's waving his arm.
He's waving his arm.
Waving his hand inside the car. He's got something wrong.
Man, he can get run off.
That one right behind you.
His teammate Jason Leffler in the 0-1 car.
Alan, talking to Lee McCall, Sterling Marlin's crew chief, he told me that Sterling's complaint is the car is very loose. He's going to try to drop back like a number of the other competitors and just ride in the back until the first round of pit stops.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes for the lead. The fans all jump to their feet.
Still down there, still there.
Out
Clear,
front,
clear. All clear.
Earnhardt Jr. leads at Daytona.
Check out those fans. They are absolutely loving this as Earnhardt goes to the front.
He originally wanted no adjustments, but then he called for a last-second adjustment, quarter pound out of the right rear. That's a very small adjustment. He wants to be a little looser off the turns. Dale Jr. back out on the track. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
We talked about Ricky Craven overshooting his pit when he came onto pit road a moment ago. Let's go back and take a look. That's Craven in the orange 32 car.
Well, he had a little help by the looks of it.
He's already passed it, though.
The 33 car got in the back of it. And basically, unless they get a yellow, that whole deal right there, you completely lost the draft, and now all you're hoping is that you'll get a caution so you can catch back up.
Lead change. Mike Skinner out front.
And And he did that very conventionally. Here's Ricky Rudd trying to take over that second spot, but it doesn't look like that's going to work.
Well, you got the teammates working up high, so.
And look at Junior go by on the outside of Skinner. Is he going to take the lead back? Yes, he is.
Wow.
All right, we saw Spike Skinner take the lead, but the record book will never show that.
Yep. Got a lead at the start-finish line there for it to count.
Sorry, Mike. Meanwhile, look how far the Junior has pulled away of these guys' battle for second position. And that other group that was a second behind them last time by is now on their rear bumper.
Now, has Dale Jr. got too big a lead? When they get lined up,
they got trouble here.
Andy Houston in the wall, cautions out. That's off turn 4. Grinding to a stop. Houston led the race earlier.
He broke something, cut a right front tire, Benny?
Yeah, the right front tire went flat on the car for some reason. And when that happens, the car just veers right, and there's nothing the driver can do. But you know one thing, he was very fortunate. He was running close to the wall.
I was just going to say that. That's the best place to be if you're going to cut a right front tire.
Look at that passenger side window the cars carry here at Daytona. You see that go flying out of the car when he hit the wall? It just popped that right out. He hit so hard. And there's Andy out of the car.
He slid through his stall, had to put it in reverse and back up. Now, because he had slid through his stall, Skinner, the car in front of him, was actually over the line, but that's legal because it was a forced move. So now, when they finally get the 15 car ready to go, Michael has nowhere to go because while you can't see it right here, he's got to swing all the way around. There's Skinner, and then you see the traffic coming by. Skinner trying to get out. Jeremy Mayfield goes through the grass.
Green flag is out. We'll find out.
But you can't pass on the inside until you get to the start-finish line. So all these cars have to go by on the outside. Now, as they go down to one, you can pass if you're able to. Go get them.
There's a big gap there from about 15th back on that restart. Somebody got a bad restart there.
It's Bill Elliott and Stacy Compton trying to get a lap back from the leader. Elliott in the red Dodge on the inside. Into the race for second here. Matt Kenseth and Steve Park. Kenseth in the 17, Park in the 1. Got Ken Schrader behind Kenseth.
31 car went from 23rd.
For the lead, Kenseth outside of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Side by side. Now we'll see how strong Junior's car is.
Yes, and look at all these cars behind him just clawing for position. We see Schrader literally pushing Kenseth down the straightaway, trying to bump him in front of the 8 car. Like Wallace. Wallace, be careful that yellow line down there. Oh, and he goes by Big Brother Rusty. Boy, you know that did his heart good. Kenseth could not make the pass happen.
Speeds at the line. Now that's more like it. The car's back in the draft, getting towed along a little bit faster. That's what we expect to see. He has fended off about all challengers to his top spot, and there have been a few for a little while now. Earnhardt Jr. went to the front for the first time at lap number 27.
There wasn't room there, Kenseth. There was not room to go on the outside, but somehow he did it.
He did it because Dale Jr. gave him the room.
Man, oh man, there couldn't have been just inches on either side.
Bill Weber has more on Matt Kenseth.
Well, I guess they are good friends, huh, Benny? After a move like that?
Oh, man, Bill.
Now, remember, early in the race, Matt was loose, so on the first pit stop, they tightened him up. Alan, 2 things everybody needs to know about Rusty Wallace. How hard that team worked to get this car ready for Daytona, and how much Rusty wants this win. He's never won a restrictor plate race, was 3rd in the Daytona 500. Crew Chief Robin Pemberton spent the time and money to wind tunnel this car that we showed you in the pre-race show. Right now, Rusty is desperate to get to the front. He wanted to be able to run up high on the racetrack, so they made that change last time. But the track keeps changing. First it's up high, then it's down low. Robin said, really, it's just like I told you after practice. There's no one guy out there yet, except Dale Jr.
What's that about about the third or fourth guy, Mike Skinner, that's gone up to try and take the lead away from Dale Jr., and each time he seems to find a way to keep it out front. He's making all the right moves. He is inspired. Smoke inside the cockpit there, too.
Oh, I see he's hit the wall.
Well, that'll do it.
Yes, that was tire smoke we were seeing.
Yeah, right back here you see the bumper. The rear part of the bumper's hanging out. Right there. I tried.
You were one of those kids that couldn't come.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they're ganged up 3 abreast. Come on now, guys. Easy, easy.
Play nice. If it looks tight from here, it's really tight. Look at it from down there.
Ward. Burton's car, the gold Dodge there. See that thing just start pushing up off turn 2. He had to get out of the gas and slide in behind Schrader.
Yes, I did.
And the other car's going by him on the outside because he had to crack the throttle.
4 or 2 tires. You know, that's a question right now. I would think if the front group comes in and takes 4 tires, I'd have to take 2 tires if I came in the next lap.
But you've run a full fuel load. You can change the tires as fast as you can fill the tank with fuel. I guess it just depends how much fuel you need to put in.
Exactly. You don't need a full fuel load to go the distance, so it could be some strategies playing off here.
Yeah.
And we've seen these cars tonight run faster. As they burn off fuel, they get faster and faster.
Look at Jeff Gordon trying to get up to the outside of Michael Waltrip. His drafting partners left him.
And there's Ward Burton moving into the 4th spot.
And guys, Tony Stewart and Bobby Labonte have a radio channel where they can talk to each other. And about 15 laps ago, Tony clicked over to that channel and said, Bobby, let's go to the front. Bobby told Jimmy Nakar, his crew chief, it's time to see what we can do. They've been laying back about half throttle at the back of the pack all night long. Since that time, Tony Stewart has picked up 9 spots. Bobby Labonte has picked up 6.
Here come a large pack of front runners. Trouble off the corner.
31.
Several cars involved. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sterling Marlin, Mike Skinner, Jeff Gordon's in it, Bobby Hamilton. Kurt Busch is in the crash. Dale Jarrett takes to the pit road. Terry Labonte's involved. Caution's out.
I didn't see it, but it looked like some guys were trying to get in the pits, and it just stacked up.
See some damage to the right front of Kevin Harvick's car. Not a lot of damage, but damage.
Oh.
A lot of damage to that automobile.
Ran so well earlier in the night. There's Skinner up against the fence.
Mike's moving around. Looks like he's okay.
Jeff Gordon and Kevin Harvick took their cars straight to pit road. All right, let's see if we can sort this one out.
All right, here they're coming off the corner. And I think there's going to be contact right there. Skinner and Kurt Busch get together. Turn Skinner into the wall head on. Labonte has no place to go. Neither does Bobby Hamilton when Skinner comes back across the racetrack. Well, there's no place for anybody to go. You ever see Kurt Busch right on the back bumper, and Mike Wallace goes toward pit road. There's the contact. Skinner gets turned. And, man, Terry Labonte says, oh, no. Another shot.
Get a better look at it here.
And it just doesn't take much. I mean, you know, Mike saw the 7 car coming in the pits. He rolled out of the throttle a little bit. Busch couldn't see what was going on. It just doesn't take much.
There we saw the contact with Jeff Gordon. Listen to this, folks.
What was the first reaction you had? Did your spotter didn't even have time to tell anything, did you?
No, it looked to me like Skinner cut somebody off to get in the pits and turned him sideways and wasn't nowhere for us to go. But that's what you get with these rules. Everybody's on top of each other. And I pray the good Lord they change these rules because you can't race.
All right, strong opinion from Sterling Marlin on the aerodynamic rules that they have in the cars here, as well as the restrictor plate racing.
They decided to go the safe route with 4 tires, and they will still win the race off pit road, barely beating Mike Wallace.
Nice job, guys.
See what NASCAR has to say about that. You see that white line right in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s pit. All he has to do is bump the clutch and get the car across that line.
That was close.
And that locks in his position. So Mike Wallace, for now, defending his position in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the track, but Jr. trying to drop the hint that he thinks maybe he got out first. Seen this on many, well now.
Yeah, he was just told.
He was told by his team. I didn't hear NASCAR tell him.
Here comes Mike back.
I didn't hear NASCAR. But the big winners in all this are the orange car and the green car right there. Bobby Labonte in the green car and Tony Stewart in the orange machine.
They have made their pit stop. They just changed 2 tires, but they have that track position they've been looking for all night long.
Johnny Benson is the leader of the race. Benson made his pit stop under green at lap 141, stayed on the lead lap, and was in front of Bobby Labonte and the other guys who'd already stopped when the caution came out. So Benson's the leader. Dave Blaney is second. Third is Ken Schrader. Jeremy Mayfield is fourth. Tony Stewart fifth. Then Bobby Labonte sixth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in seventh place. And by the way, he did beat Mike Wallace off the pit lane. So it's Jr., then Mike Wallace, then Rusty Wallace, and Ward Burton.
When you're making deals.
On board with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dives to the inside. Not room there. Decides wisely, decides to back up a little bit.
Got to clear the lap cars first. Joe Nemechek, the 33, was up alongside Benson, the leader. He was the first one a lap down.
Boy, Jr. wants to go the inside so badly. He doesn't have any choice now. He dives down to the inside.
Better watch the out-of-bounds line. Off the trioval, the temptation will be great to try and go under Elliott and Nemechek. Caution's out. Trouble off turn 4. Jeff Gordon's car smoking heavily.
Looks like he's made contact with the outside retaining wall. That's on board with Jeff Gordon, and you can see that we can't see much.
Yeah, nothing much to see. You know, we'd rather be leading right now with 2 than be back in the back with 4.
And you've been dumped to the rear before at the end of a race like this. How do you keep that from happening this time?
Well, it's either going to, if it gets dumped to the rear, it's going to be backwards into the fence because they come by. They're going to have to hit it hard.
This situations that nobody likes to see on a plate race because they'll be 5 wide when they come back. And there ain't no telling what's going to happen. Definitely, best man's probably not going to win this race. Ain't no telling what's going to happen.
Time to settle the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is sixth in line, and Benson leads on the restart.
Once again, you can't pass on the inside till you get to that line. All right, it's free game. Let's go.
Ward Burton quickly down to the inside to try and grab a spot.
You see Jeff Gordon back on the racetrack. Earnhardt Jr. lagged back, trying to get him to run. He has that run, but Tony Stewart pulls up in front of him. He's got Jeremy Mayfield.
He's got time, I guess.
Schrader pushed to the outside lane.
20 car is the only one upstairs. He's still outside.
Look at Junior go.
Up to fourth. Here comes Bobby Labonte pushing through. Junior to the outside of Mayfield for third.
Seven's coming with you. Seven's coming.
Mike Wallace is coming with him. We can hear Ty Norris telling him, you got help on the outside, Junior.
Jeff Gordon getting black flagged by NASCAR.
Still there.
Here's Dale Jr. to the outside of Dave Blaney for second spot. Mayfield pushes him along in the draft.
Still there. Still there.
To the outside for the lead in turn 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. rockets to the front at Daytona. Listen to the crowd.
And look at this crowd behind him. Look at this race behind him. And Tony Stewart gets run underneath the yellow line.
Tony Stewart will be black flagged by NASCAR. Black flag for Tony Stewart for going below the out-of-bounds line.
All clear, all clear.
Michael Waltrip trying to become the first man to sweep a season at Daytona since 1982. He's up to third.
18-15 behind you.
Michael Waltrip dives underneath Bobby Labonte. They bump on the backstretch. Waltrip to second. Elliott Sadler and Rusty Wallace with him.
Coming behind you.
Now now 2 team cars race in the 1 and 2 positions.
That's who Dale needs to see in his rearview mirror right now. That's the best thing he can see.
Will Michael Waltrip block for Dale Jr.? Will he try to win the race himself? White flag is out. Final lap at Daytona. 180,000 on their feet, screaming wildly. 2.5 miles to go.
Just exactly the opposite of the Daytona 500. It was 15 and 8. Elliott Sadler is trying to keep Bobby Labonte behind. He can't do it. But he does move down in front of Rusty Wallace on that fast line.
All clear.
Bobby Labonte looking for some help, trying to get up there. His teammate Tony Stewart has never answered the black flag.
And they're 4 wide back between the Wallace boys.
Here they come, turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in second, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Yes!
That band behind you did it for you. You guys celebrate. You love you, band. You did it.
That was beautiful. Very, very nice.
Junior, you're happy.
All right.
Look at that smile. Wow. All right, Mikey. You celebrate too. You never got to celebrate your win in February. You celebrate now.
Man, that's just so cool. Storybook ending. Oh, this is great.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. Raja Caruth is our new race leader. Some pit stops happened under the caution flag. It is the Coke Zero Sugar 400 right here on Speed and on YouTube on DWR alongside Interstate Batteries Cup Series and Interstate. Coming up to what could be the final restart. What should we expect here?
A ton of chaos and possibly a great start by one of the drivers on the front row. We've noticed it throughout the last 2 restarts. So yeah, expect that to happen.
Yeah, here we go. 2-lap dash, overtime. It is Caruth, Reddick, Elliott, Chastain, Kraus, Nemechek, Zilish, Bell. It's on. That's the top 8. Green flag back in the air 2 laps to go. And the bottom lane got kind of a good restart right there. A push out front for the 87 with the help from Chase Elliott right behind. The top lane doesn't get going as well. Chastain's kind of going to hold up the 42 right here as it go down the turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Push for Raja Caruth with the emotional win. This could be a course taking over for Kyle Busch since it's passing. It goes up the track to block the 45. Here comes the run on the inside with Chase Elliott. Chastain goes to the inside. Caruth still out in front, leading this race. He's going to try to block 2 lanes at once right here. Here comes the final lap. Off turn 4, coming to the final lap. Chastain giving a big push to Elliott, almost pushing him around. A white flag is out. One more time around as Chase Elliott on the inside takes the race lead away. Here comes Chastain on the inside. 3 wide for the race lead. Help from Nemechek on the inside. Chastain to the point right here from Daytona. Chase Elliott right there in second still. Here they come down the back straightaway. Look at this on the inside. Derek Kraus. Kraus with the run. Bell on the inside pushing him. Chastain trying to block 3 lanes at once. Here they come on for turns 3 and 4. Chase Elliott almost in the wall. He's falling way back. Who's going to win this race? Bell on the inside. Kraus makes a 3 wide. Ross Chastain wins Daytona. What a finish!
Oh my goodness!
What a finish! 3rd win of the year, Ross Chastain, series leading 3rd win on the 2026 season. I mean, what a finish we saw right there.
Unreal, 3 wide to the line. We thought it would be Bell, we thought it would be Kraus, but no, Ross Chastain delivered the victory in a very chaotic race on 4th of July weekend. Man, oh man. Oh my goodness. Kraus and Bell were just so close yet so far from getting the victory. But let's take a look at a replay. See the finish right about here. Kraus in the middle. bell with help from the entire bottom line. We thought it would be over, but no. The momentum, unfortunately, was not enough. And coming to the stripe, they could not match up with the number one of Ross Chastain.
Third time this year, he's been number one, winner at Texas, winner of the Coke 600 at Charlotte, and now a winner tonight here in Daytona. Here's what kind of transpired on this final lap as we go forward with Ross Chastain. Look at this, Chase Elliott goes on the apron to try to take the race lead away. Didn't work as Chastain got the run going down turn one.
Yeah, look at the move by the one of Ross Chastain. There were 3 wide for the race lead. At that time, it was help from the 42 John unit, but it was Ross Chastain that cleared it up a little bit. Then he popped up to the top. The number 9 of Chase Elliott. And then I walked to the number 34 Jared Cloud. So hopped down to the bottom of Ross Chastain to the top.
I mean, what a hell of a finish. What a hell of a race right there. 44 got the run right there. Couldn't quite do it. Ross Chastain is the big winner right here in Daytona. His third win of the season. What a race right there for Ross. And here comes Ross Chastain to burn it down for the third time in this 2026 season. And he's going to do a slide through the grass. Going to go right over that logo. What a win right there for Ross Chastain. Third win of the season. I mean, he was involved in 2 wrecks. Didn't really think he would have a shot at winning it, but he was right there, the right place at the right time, and he gets it done for the third win of the season. It's his first win ever at this racetrack, his first win on a super speedway. And he wins it on the 4th of July weekend. Gonna boost them up to the points. How about that? Incredible season for Ross. He's gonna do on the pavement right now, and with all that tire smoke, he definitely deserves this win. I mean, Trackhouse, they've been through a lot this year. Of course, losing Kyle Busch a month and a half ago. Connor Zilisch kind of been on a rough streak the last month. Ross Chastain has been their main guy. They're all through the whole way. Getting the hat trick of wins 2026 right here at Daytona. I wonder when we come back February 21st, 2027, I think he's going to be the main guy we have to watch out for, or at least one of the main guys we have to look out for. He's going to drive that thing to victory lane. Heck yeah, brother. Ross Chastain wins the Coke Zero Sugar 400. When we come back, it'll be NASCAR Nation post race. After a wild and long night in Daytona, one driver emerged in victory lane. It was driver number 1, Ross Chastain, earning his third win of the 2026 season, and now he is the points leader in the NASCAR Cup Series standings. Welcome you guys, everyone, to NASCAR Nation Post Race. Right here live from Mobile One Victory Lane. I went all the way from the booth down the Mobile One Victory Lane. I am DWR. And man, it was such a fun night in Daytona. And it was a wild night in Daytona, to say nonetheless. Of course, it started all off with Joey Logano getting the pole for this race, and it ended up with only 12 cars finishing the race, and Ross Chastain getting the third win, his third win of the season. And Chastain, you know, this has been probably the best season he's had in his career, he hasn't had this many wins early in the season. I don't think he's ever had 3 wins in a single season, let alone the points lead. As we take a look at our standings right now, and you can see there Ty Gibbs falls to second, Christopher Bell up there as well in third, and Byron, I mean, this is becoming such maybe a pretty good championship fight in the middle of the season here in the summer stretch, and I think this is the best stretch of races and racing action that we really get here, including next week when we go into Chicagoland. That's such a great mile-and-a-half track that we have 8 days from now on Saturday, July 10th, and this is going to be a stretch, I think, a championship fight that we're going to have to look at towards when we get to the final 5 races of the season. I think that's when it's really going to pick up, and I think that's where we can really see our champions start to emerge. Of course, we want to talk about the scary incident with Riley Herbst, who went flipping down the back straightaway into the catch fence, and he's going to be staying overnight in the Halifax Medical Center for further evaluation. And from what we're being told right now, no serious injuries, possibly an ankle injury, which we've seen drivers race fine in the past with that. So no really big concerns with Riley Herbst, who has more starts planned with Richard Childress Racing in the Cup Series. Had a car that could possibly win tonight, but unfortunately was involved in that scary incident down the back straightaway. And those final 2 laps were really crazy after the Riley Herbst flip. We really didn't know he was going to come out in front and win the race. It looked like at first it was going to be Raja Caruth and maybe Chase Elliott was going to do it. Then Ross Chastain up there. I mean, he had to block 3 lanes of traffic at one point down the back straightaway and coming to the line. I mean, that's one hell of a job. That's like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Earnhardt stuff right there. And I'm really shocked that he was able to hold off all those guys. And it was a 3-wide battle come to the line with Bell and Derek Kraus. A great shout out to Derek Kraus, getting his best finish in the Cup Series, 2nd place with such a small team with not a lot of funding and not a lot of fame. NY Racing gets 2nd tonight at Daytona International Speedway. It's just, I mean, it was one hell of a night. It was a long night for sure. We went way past our distance, about half an hour past from what we were supposed to do, and hope you guys enjoyed the Pepsi 400 highlights in there in the middle of a mock series race. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't really expect that, but when we have a realistic broadcast and a catch finish crash, you guys will get that. So it was a fun one tonight. Congratulations to Ross Chastain earning his 3rd win of the season and the points lead. And all roads lead to next weekend from Chicagoland this next Saturday. July 10th will be the Euro 400 from the Chicagoland Speedway. Chase Briscoe won there a season ago. And we hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race from Interstate Batteries Cup Series. I am DWR, saying so long from the World Center of Racing. Ross Chastain is the winner tonight. We'll see you guys in Chicagoland. Have a great night, everyone, and enjoy the 4th of July.